welcome to the Monday night Antihoot Nanny. Make a lot of noise. Ow! 24 hours from now, the Democrats take back the legislative branch of the government. Woohoo! Abortions and gay marriage for everybody.
To me, in my opinion, I think like Lach is going to go down in history in some way, because it's like what he's created here is like doesn't exist other places. He created this like incredible scene of people and like weaved all these fucking weirdos together to make this big mesh of awesome and talented people in this one place that centers around this one place. And it's like, to me, like Lach is kind of like almost like an Andy Warhol figure or something like that, like making this crazy ass scene. It's like, and you know, independent of the fact that he's also an artist on top of all of that and a songwriter on top of all of that, but like, you know, this is an art too. Like what he did here is an art, and he like does it so like he did it so well. And like I don't know, I love this place.
Yeah.
Always love it.
It's one of the few places where you can still say fucking cunt on stage and they won't ask you to quiet down because you're disturbing the patrons. Fucking cunt.
There's certain nights where every one of my friends happens to be there, and every one of my friends, like Dan Penta and Dan Fishback, everybody like steps up on stage and plays their two songs, and they're like the best two songs we've ever heard, and it keeps happening like two song after two song, uppercutting you in the face with glory. And there's just certain nights where like you feel like it's like possessed by like the devil, and that there's just a magic that you're like the greatest thing ever. And anything that happened in the past or future, like the greatest Velvet Underground show or whatever, where people knew something magical was happening, you feel like you're in our era's version of that feeling.
And you came for a long time. What did Sidewalk Cafe mean to you?
It meant a place where I could completely indulge myself and act like a complete fucking asshole and have people applaud me for it, which I'm a fan of. He made me feel like it was okay for me to play things kind of messy and kind of bad, and to sort of scream and to sort of flail around and sort of beat myself in the face with the mic and yada yada, because technical proficiency wasn't really the name of the game, which made me really happy.
At first it was just kind of a place to play. I wasn't sure about my songs. I was kind of nervous about if they were good or not. I wasn't sure. And I started becoming more and more confident, and Lach started giving me a show here every month. So it was kind of just a place to play in the beginning.
Do you think there's anything about Lach's personality or way he does things that has made this different than if somebody else was doing it?
I think because he's a musician himself, and he can relate to, you know, everyone else that comes here. It's a nice thing to have someone like that, you know, running something like this.
I remember I wrote Lach an email, like, I was playing here a couple weeks when I first came here, and I told him he was a great capitalist. I meant that in the most, you know, dignified and you know, complimentary sense, where I think he has literally created opportunity. I think in terms of the Antihoot and Sidewalk, I mean, aside from his own music and his own art and everything he's done, in terms of this scene, I think what Lach has legacy is that he's created opportunity, and it's a very American, you know, it's a very American thing that he's doing, you know. And there's very few places you find, like less and less. Every place needs a college degree to hire you, and you know, every venue needs a demo and a press kit and all that. I mean, you know, I don't know of any other place that allows you just to walk in with nothing but you know, the song you wrote, and gives you a chance to take it somewhere.
How do you think Lach keeps his rich, chocolatey brown hair?
I have no idea. I suspect that has something to do with the fact that he doesn't drink.
How do you think Lach keeps his rich, chocolatey brown hair?
He doesn't. He's losing a strand a day, at least.
Okay.
Got questions. Okay.
Persistence.
How does he keep his rich, chocolatey brown hair? Goat placenta, probably.
he might use some kind of shampoo plus conditioner. I'm not really sure.
Rich chocolatey brown hair.
Good think about it.
I think it's all the ice cream he buys at 3 a.m. after the Antihoots.
So instead of worrying about what number you're on, let go of all that. We go to 4 in the morning. We really do. I go on last as well as first because I run the place. And use your time instead of worrying about what number you're on to meet each other, to watch the other people perform, to go downstairs, write a new song with somebody, go downstairs and fuck somebody. There's all sorts of nooks and crannies down there where you could get it on instead of worrying about what fucking number you're on. All right? And then if you do that early in the evening, you got a couple of hours to have a relationship. You could have something to eat. You could get into a fight. You could break up. Now it's about 1 in the morning. You both write songs about each other. And at 2 in the morning, you go on and play them for us. All right? Much more fun than worrying about what number you're on.
I'd say Lach is responsible for at least 50% of the life that I'm living now. The fact that he exists makes up 50% of my life. So, thanks. Way to go. Way to turn a promising young lady into a charlatan.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like start off with like 10%. What is it? You know.
Well, you know, I mean,
No.
what you come to Sidewalk and you hang out, and then you all of a sudden are making friends, and you're hanging out with all these crazy people who come here for the same reasons that you came here. And next thing you know, you've got a whole world of friends, and then you've got bands, and then you're on tour, and then you're quitting your job so you can be more on tour with these crazy band friends that you know, and then you're living in your mom's basement, and then you're worried about paying rent to your mom, and then you're coming over to Sidewalk and you're getting Lach to buy you a beer, and yeah, it's awesome.
Important place too. I might be
pointing that thing at my breath.
I will. I mean, if you, no, I'm not. There. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this place is an important place to you.
It is. Why?
What is it?